Hello Leo, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your weekly love reading and everything that you will need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. And we are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist us with this reading today. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you guys. Leo, in the recent past, in love, we have the Judgment, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, with the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, Leo, I'm getting a couple different things. First, I definitely feel like there's somebody here that you guys feel a very intense connection with. I feel like this is somebody who's very, very important to you, especially with this Judgment energy being here. And I do feel like there's been a lot of conversations between you and this person in the past, but I almost feel like you're kind of afraid to get your hopes up. You have this, I'm really drawn to how she's sitting here and she's got 4 cups on her table. And I feel like this person has kind of disappointed you in the past. So even though I don't feel like you're closed off to this person at all, I do feel like that 4 cups doesn't feel like closed off to me, but it does feel, it just feels like afraid to get your hopes up, afraid to fully open up to something here. So even if somebody's having conversations with you in the past about, you know, moving things forward or what they want for this connection, I feel like you're taking it with a grain of salt, okay? Now, I feel like this person could have a lot on their plate. You could have a lot on yours. You guys have the Ten of Wands here. And on this Ten of Wands here, it says, why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? I feel like you're trying not to put a lot of pressure on this person. I feel like you are trying to, like I said, not get your hopes up. You're having these conversations in the past, or you're listening to what somebody has to say. And, you know, I feel like you're handling it honestly, but carefully, okay? Now, with this Three of Cups, there could be some kind of third-party thing, and I don't necessarily feel like it's like cheaty type thing. I'm not really feeling that, but I just feel like there is something that is kind of affecting the connection outside of you and this person. For some of you guys, it could be family. I'm specifically feeling a feminine energy, so for some of you guys, it could be like a sister, a mother, a daughter, okay? That, you know, is a big effect on the connection, and maybe it's like they have a lot going on with that situation, so they could have a child and it could be very demanding on their time, or they could have you know, a mother or somebody that they care for that just is very demanding on their time. I just feel like they have a lot on their plate, right? So it's like there's only so much they can give. They have somebody, I feel like, that always kind of has their hands out to them, and I feel like it just makes things very difficult. Now for some of you guys, it could be, you know, a third party situation in the sense of romantic too. Just take it how it resonates. But if that's the case, I feel like you already know that. Like, you already know about this person here, okay? So now the Three of Cups doesn't have to represent third party stuff at all. It can also just represent like a coming back together, reunion, spending time together. So maybe you guys have been spending time together more, or making plans to. Maybe that's part of it, is somebody's like, hey, I want to come and see you. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you're like, okay, well, you know, I feel like you're trying not to get your hopes up here. So let's take a look at the current energy here. What is the current energy in this situation for Leo? Sorry if you guys hear the mowing in the background. I didn't want to wait to get started. All right. We have the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Page of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance. A lot of being patient, a lot of trusting the process, a little bit of waiting. I don't feel like you're hardcore waiting. Like, I don't feel like, Leo, that you're like putting your life on hold based on this person or based on their words. I don't feel that. But I do feel like there's a little bit of part of you inside that kind of can't help but wait a little bit, okay? I kind of feel like it's more like that. And I do feel like things are shifting in this connection. Like, I do feel like this person does mean what they say, or I feel like they have good intentions. I just kind of feel like sometimes they get lost in the weight of everything else, right? But I feel like there is some shifting going on here. But the Temperance, as far as change and transformation, is more of it's a slow and gradual process. It's not, it's not an instantaneous kind of change or transformation. I do like that we have the Hierophant here as the center of the reading, because I feel like I said, I feel like there is a shift. I feel like this is moving towards a higher level of commitment between the two of you. But I feel like there are some fears here. I feel like this person has a tendency to self-sabotage. I feel like there's a little bit of distrust. And I don't mean that necessarily that you distrust this person, because I don't feel like that's the case for a lot of you. I just think it's more of that, like, back to afraid to get your hopes up kind of energy. It's like you don't trust that it's really going to happen, or that it's going to happen when they say it will, and I kind of feel like it's a little bit of that. And I feel like it's because this person does have a tendency to sabotage things here. Now, one thing I want to say is, though, that on this card here, and this part is not going to be for all of you, so don't take it on if it's not for you, but on this card it says, are your actions really as selfless as you think, with this Seven of Swords energy? So some of you guys, I feel like you could be not pressuring this person and things, and I do feel like that is coming from a good place, but I think there's also a part of you that's kind of wondering too, am I really ready for this? If this person were to come right now and be right in front of me and ready to do this, would I be ready? And like I said, that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like it is, especially for those of you where you've been on your own for a while. I feel like there's some adjustment that would be needed there. But I do feel like this connection is moving towards a higher level of commitment here with this Hierophant energy. I feel like you're getting some more sweetness or affection or words of, like, more feelings, more words of, more, how do I say that? Yeah, like somebody expressing their feelings more or sharing with you, like being more affectionate. That's the word I was trying to go for there. I do feel like there's more of that energy starting to take place here as well. In the future position, we have the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups. I think a lot of you guys are still focusing on yourselves. You have the Nine of Cups, which can be a card of feeling happy, content, and satisfied all on your own. You have this Three of Pentacles energy. You can see they're all like getting together and things. I kind of feel like there's certain things, projects, goals, things like that you're busy focused on, spending time with friends and people that you care about. Like, I feel like you're in a good space. I feel like you're still a little bit conflicted about, in the immediate future, about whether something is going to move forward or not. But I do feel like you are starting to really trust your intuition when it comes to this person and this connection, because I feel like you're realizing that, like, you can feel, like, you can sense when things are going on with this person. I feel like you're starting to learn how to trust that more. And I definitely feel like this is a very spiritual connection. I do. And I feel like the Three of Pentacles can be a card of collaboration, working together. It's a card of potential. It's a card of something kind of being like a work in progress, right? So I feel like you are seeing this situation just very realistically, but I feel like you're very hopeful. I feel like with this Empress energy, it is growing, it is developing, it is turning into something. And I feel like sometimes it's doing it so slowly that you almost don't see that it's happening. But it is happening, okay? It is growing, it is turning into something more. it is a work in progress, but it is getting there, especially with the Hierophant being at the heart of the spread. Okay. I definitely feel like this is moving to a higher level of commitment, even if it is, you know, happening very slowly and kind of behind the scenes almost. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. Now, if this resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys for being here and I will see you next time.